Have you ever wondered what it takes to find peace in a world that never stops spinning? In a single moment, life can throw chaos at you, deadlines piling up, emotions running wild, or that nagging voice in your head questioning every choice. Yet what if there was a way to stand firm, to find clarity and balance, no matter the storm? Welcome to Daily Stoic Habits. Today we're diving into the ancient wisdom of Stoicism and how it can transform your mental health, helping you live in harmony with yourself. If you're ready to unlock a calmer, stronger you, hit that subscribe button for Daily Stoic Habits. And turn on the notification bell. Let's start this journey together. Picture yourself waking up each morning with a sense of purpose. It's unshaken by the noise of the world. That's the promise of Stoicism, a philosophy born over 2,000 years ago, yet more relevant than ever. It's not about suppressing your feelings or pretending life is perfect. Instead, it's about mastering what you can control. Thoughts, your reactions, your inner peace, and letting go of the rest. Stoicism teaches us to embrace life's challenges with courage, to find joy in the present moment, and to build a mental fortress that no stress can break. This isn't just ancient history. It's a practical toolkit for thriving in today's fast-paced, high-pressure world. Why does this matter? Because mental health is the foundation of everything we do. When your mind is clouded with anxiety, self-doubt, or overwhelm, it's like trying to run a race with weights strapped to your ankles. You're not at your best. But when your mind is clear, focused, and resilient, you can tackle anything, whether it's a tough day at work, a strained relationship, or just the daily grind. Stoicism offers a path to that clarity. It's like a mental gym, training you to stay calm under pressure, to process emotions without being consumed by them, and to find meaning even in tough times. And the best part? You don't need to be a philosopher to use it, just a willingness to show up for yourself. So, what's coming up in this video? We're going to unpack the core ideas of Stoicism and how they connect directly to your mental well-being. First, we'll explore the foundational principles from legends like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, showing you how their timeless wisdom can ground you today. Then, we'll dive into practical ways to manage your emotions using Stoic techniques. Think of it as a mental reset button for those overwhelming moments. Finally, we'll talk about how to weave Stoicism into your daily life, from small habits to big mindset shifts, so you can live with more peace and purpose. By the end, you'll have a clear roadmap to start applying Stoicism right away. No toga required. This isn't about chasing a quick fix or some feel-good mantra. It's about building a life where you're in tune with yourself, where challenges don't derail you, and where you can find contentment no matter what comes your way. That's what living in harmony with yourself really means, a life where you're not just surviving, but truly thriving. So, stick with us as we break it all down. If you're excited to learn how Stoicism can level up your mental game, make sure you're subscribed to Daily Stoic Habits and have that bell icon clicked. Let's get ready to discover how a philosophy from ancient Rome can help you conquer the chaos of modern life and find the peace you've been searching for. Ready? Let's dive in. Stoicism, a philosophy born in ancient Greece and refined in Rome, offers a timeless guide for navigating life's challenges with clarity and resilience. Its roots trace back to Zeno of Citium, who founded the school in Athens around 300 BCE. Zeno taught that virtue rooted in reason is the path to a good life. His ideas evolved through Roman thinkers, who shaped Stoicism into a practical system for living well. Among them, three figures stand out: Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Their writings, grounded in real-world struggles, make Stoicism a powerful tool for mental health today. Seneca, a Roman statesman and advisor to Emperor Nero, lived a life of wealth and power, but faced exile, betrayal, and eventual forced suicide. His letters to Lucilius explore how to remain calm amid chaos. Seneca emphasized self-reflection, urging readers to examine their actions daily to align with virtue. His practical advice, like focusing on what's within your control, resonates with anyone battling stress or uncertainty. Epictetus, born a slave, gained freedom, and became a teacher. His discourses and Enchiridion focus on inner freedom, no matter external circumstances. He taught that our judgments, not events, shape our emotions, a radical idea for managing anxiety. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, wrote Meditations as personal reflections during war and plague. His raw, introspective notes reveal a leader striving to stay grounded, reminding himself to accept life's impermanence and act with justice. These thinkers, despite their different lives, shared core Stoic principles that form the philosophy's foundation. The first is the dichotomy of control. Focus only on what you can influence: your thoughts, actions, and attitudes, and release what you cannot, like others' opinions or unexpected setbacks. Imagine standing in a storm, unable to stop the rain but choosing to stay steady under your umbrella. This principle cuts through worry, redirecting energy to what matters. The second is accepting what cannot be changed. Life brings loss, failure, and pain. Stoicism teaches us to face these with equanimity, not resistance. By embracing reality, we free ourselves from futile struggles. The third is living in the present moment. The past is gone, the future, uncertainly now, is real. Marcus Aurelius wrote of stripping away distractions to focus on the task at hand, a practice that anchors the mind in a world of constant noise. These principles directly support mental health by reducing anxiety and building self-mastery. Anxiety often stems from dwelling on what might go wrong or regretting what's already happened. The Stoic focus on the present acts like a mental filter, sifting out irrelevant fears. When you obsess over a work deadline, Stoicism reminds you to control your preparation, not the outcome. This shift dissolves paralyzing worry, replacing it with action. The dichotomy of control also combats feelings of helplessness. Where news, social media, or others' actions can overwhelm, Stoicism empowers you to govern your inner world. Epictetus said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This mindset fosters resilience, letting you face challenges without spiraling. Self-mastery, another Stoic gift, strengthens mental health by cultivating discipline. Seneca's practice of daily reflection, asking, "What did I do well? Where did I falter?" builds self-awareness, a cornerstone of emotional health. By regularly assessing your choices, you gain clarity on what drives you, reducing impulsive reactions. Epictetus's emphasis on reframing judgments helps manage negative emotions. If someone insults you, he taught, it's your opinion of the insult, not the words that causes pain. This perspective creates a mental buffer, allowing you to respond thoughtfully rather than react in anger. Marcus Aurelius modeled this in Meditations, constantly reminding himself to see others' flaws with compassion, not judgment. Preserving his peace amid political turmoil, Stoicism's practical wisdom also addresses modern mental health challenges. Constant connectivity and pressure to succeed fuel stress and burnout. The Stoic call to focus on what's essential virtue, not external rewards, cuts through this noise. By prioritizing character over fleeting achievements, you build a stable sense of self, less swayed by likes, promotions, or setbacks. Accepting life's impermanence, as Marcus did during crises, helps process grief or change without being consumed. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but facing them with clarity, knowing they, too, will pass. The beauty of Stoicism lies in its simplicity and universality. Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius faced trials, exile, slavery, were yet found peace through these principles. Their teachings, forged in adversity, offer a blueprint for mental strength. By controlling what you can, accepting what you cannot, and anchoring in the present, you create a mental foundation that no external chaos can shake. This is Stoicism's enduring promise, a life of calm, purpose, and resilience built one mindful choice at a time. Emotions can feel like a wildfire raging. It's predictable, consuming everything in their path. Stoicism offers a way to tame that fire, not by extinguishing it, but by understanding and guiding it. This ancient philosophy equips us to recognize and manage negative emotions, transforming chaos into clarity. By applying Stoic principles, we learn to face anger, fear, or sadness without being overwhelmed, fostering a calmer, more resilient mind. Through techniques like reflective journaling and Stoic meditation, and by tackling real-life challenges like workplace stress or personal loss, Stoicism becomes a practical tool for emotional mastery. Stoicism begins with a core truth. Our emotions stem from our judgments, not events themselves. Epictetus taught that it's not the thing that disturbs us, but our opinion of it. Imagine spilling coffee on your shirt before a big meeting. The spill doesn't make you angry. Your thought, this ruins everything. Just recognizing this empowers you to pause and reframe. Instead of spiraling into frustration, you might think, it's just a shirt. I can still do my best. This shift, rooted in the Stoic dichotomy of control, focuses on what you can manage your response, while letting go of what you cannot, like the spill itself. By questioning automatic reactions, you create space to choose calm over chaos. This approach helps identify negative emotions before they take hold. When anxiety creeps in, Stoicism prompts you to ask, what am I judging as a threat? Often, it's a future worry, like failing a project or losing approval. Seneca advised examining these fears rationally, breaking them down to their core. Is the worst-case scenario truly catastrophic, or is it survivable? This dissection weakens anxieties. Grip, grounding you in reality. For anger, Marcus Aurelius suggested seeing others' actions as products of their own struggles, not personal attacks. If a coworker snaps at you, their stress, not your worth, is the root. This perspective diffuses resentment, replacing it with empathy. Controlling emotions doesn't mean suppressing them. Stoicism values feeling deeply, but acting wisely.
Negative emotion.
Signal something needs attention, like a smoke alarm. Ignoring them risks escalation. Acknowledging them with clarity leads to resolution. The Stoic practice of premeditatio. Malora, visualizing potential setbacks, prepares you to face challenges without being blindsided. By mentally rehearsing a tough conversation or a missed deadline, you reduce the emotional shock when it happens. Staying steady instead of reactive. Two powerful Stoic techniques bring this to life: reflective journaling and Stoic meditation. Reflective journaling, inspired by Seneca, involves writing nightly to review your day. You ask, what emotions arose? Did I react impulsively or thoughtfully? Where can I improve? Picture journaling after a heated argument. You're right, I got angry when my friend canceled plans. I felt disrespected. Digging deeper, you realize your anger came from assuming they didn't value you. Reframing it, they might be overwhelmed, shifts your perspective, easing the sting. This practice builds self-awareness, turning emotional triggers into opportunities for growth. Over time, patterns emerge, revealing habits to address. Like snapping under stress or ruminating on criticism, Stoic meditation, often called philosophical contemplation, involves deliberate reflection to internalize Stoic principles. Marcus Aurelius used this to center himself amid imperial chaos. One exercise is the view from above, where you imagine zooming out to see your life from a cosmic perspective. Your worries, say, a looming deadline, shrink against the vastness of time and space. This humbles the ego, softening emotions like pride or panic. Another practice is negative visualization, briefly imagining loss. It's like a job or loved one. To cultivate gratitude and resilience. Done briefly, it's not morbid, but clarifying, reminding you to cherish the present. These meditations, done. Daily for 10 minutes, rewire how you process emotions, making calm a habit. Now, consider real-world applications. Workplace stress is a common emotional battleground. Deadlines, demanding bosses, or critical colleagues can spark frustration or self-doubt. Stoicism offers a roadmap to navigate this. Suppose you're swamped with tasks and feel overwhelmed. The Stoic principle of control guides you to focus on your effort to organizing tasks, prioritizing what's urgent while accepting you can't do everything. Reflective journaling at day's end helps you unpack why you felt stressed. You judged yourself harshly for not being perfect. Reframing this, I did what I could, eases self-criticism. Stoic meditation, like premeditating a tough meeting, prepares you to stay composed, even if your boss is harsh. Over time, these practices make stress less paralyzing, letting you work with focus and confidence. Personal loss, grief over a loved one or a broken relationship, tests emotional resilience deeply. Stoicism doesn't deny the pain, but helps you bear it. When grieving, the dichotomy of control reminds you that while you can't undo loss, you can choose how to honor it. Marcus Aurelius wrote of accepting life's impermanence, seeing death as natural, not evil. Journaling about your grief-writing memories, exploring your sadness, channels raw emotion into meaning. One person, after losing a parent, journaled nightly, noting moments of gratitude for their time together. This didn't erase pain, but softened its edges, fostering acceptance. Like visualizing life's cycles helps you see loss as part of a larger whole, reducing the sense of isolation. These practices don't fix grief, but guide you through it with dignity. Stoicism's strength lies in its practicality. It doesn't promise a life without negative emotions. Those are human, but equips you to handle them with wisdom. Reflective journaling builds a habit of self-examination, turning emotional reactions into conscious choices. Stoic meditation trains your mind to see challenges with perspective, like a captain steering through a storm. In the workplace, these tools transform stress into manageable challenges. Personal loss, they offer a path to process pain without being consumed. The result is emotional agility, the ability to feel, reflect, and act in alignment with your values. This approach isn't about becoming cold or detached. It's about living fully while staying anchored. Emotions, even negative ones, enrich life when guided by reason. Stoicism teaches you to listen to them, learn from them, and let them pass without ruling you. By practicing these techniques, you build a mental sanctuary, a place of calm no external turmoil can breach. Whether facing a high-pressure job or a heart-wrenching loss, Stoicism empowers you to meet each moment with strength, clarity, and grace. Stoicism isn't a dusty philosophy confined to ancient texts. It's a living practice that transforms everyday life. By weaving Stoic principles into daily habits, relationships, and mindsets, you create a foundation for mental clarity and resilience. This approach sharpens your focus on what truly matters, fosters empathy in interactions, and cultivates a deep sense of satisfaction. Through routines like prioritizing essentials and practicing gratitude, maintaining calm in relationships, and reaping mental health benefits, Stoicism becomes a practical guide to living with purpose and peace. Daily habits are the backbone of a Stoic life. The philosophy urges you to focus on what's essential, reason, and meaningful action, while letting go of distractions. Marcus Aurelius wrote of starting each day with intention, asking what truly deserves your energy. This might mean setting a morning ritual, 10 minutes to list 3 priorities, like completing a work task, exercising, or connecting with a friend. By narrowing your focus, you avoid the mental clutter of endless to-do lists. Simplicity. Advising against chasing fleeting pleasures like social media dopamine hits. Instead, he'd suggest savoring a quiet coffee, fully present, as a way to ground yourself. This discipline isn't about rigidity but freedom. From being pulled in every direction, practicing gratitude is another Stoic cornerstone. The world bombards us with messages about what we lack, breeding discontent. Stoicism flips this script. Epictetus taught that true wealth lies in appreciating what you have, not craving what you don't. A simple evening practice can bring this to life. Write down 3 things from your day that brought joy or meaning. A kind word from a colleague, a warm meal, the sun on your face. This isn't Pollyanna optimism, but a deliberate shift in perspective. Over time, gratitude rewires your brain to notice life's small gifts, countering the negativity bias that fuels stress. Imagine ending your day, not dwelling on what went wrong, but feeling content with what went right. That's Stoic gratitude in action. These habits focusing on essentials and practicing gratitude build a rhythm that anchors you. Picture a typical morning. You wake, jot down your priorities, and spend a moment reflecting on what you're thankful for, like your health or a supportive partner. This sets a tone of purpose and calm, carrying you through the day's challenges. Even when life gets hectic, these practices act like a mental compass, guiding you back to what matters. They're not time-consuming. A few minutes daily can shift your entire outlook, making you less reactive and more intentional. Stoicism shines in relationships, where emotions often run high. Conflicts with friends, family, or coworkers can spark anger or frustration, derailing your peace. The Stoic principle of controlling your reactions is key, Marcus Aurelius advised. Seeing others' flaws with compassion, recognizing they're often acting out of ignorance or stress, not malice. When a friend snaps at you, instead of firing back, pause. Ask yourself what's driving their behavior. Maybe they're overwhelmed. This perspective cools your anger, letting you respond with calm. Epictetus took it further, suggesting we can't control others' actions, only our judgments. If a coworker takes credit for your work, you can't change their ethics, but you can choose to focus on your integrity, not their betrayal. Empathy, a Stoic virtue, strengthens bonds. Seneca wrote of treating others with kindness, even when they falter. In practice, this means listening deeply, say to a partner venting about their day, without rushing to judge or fix. Just being present, nodding, and saying, "That sounds tough," can diffuse tension. Stoicism doesn't make you a doormat. It empowers you to set boundaries calmly. If a family member oversteps, you might say, "I value our time, but I need space to recharge." This balance of empathy and assertiveness fosters healthier connections, reducing the emotional drain of constant conflict. Applying Stoicism in relationships also means accepting imperfection. People disappoint, they forget promises, or act selfishly. Marcus reminded himself daily that humans are fallible, so expecting perfection only breeds resentment. When a friend cancels plans, instead of stewing, you might think, "They're human, like me." Out. This acceptance doesn't excuse bad behavior, but frees you from taking it personally. Over time, you become a steady present, someone who doesn't escalate drama, but diffuses it, creating space for stronger, more authentic relationships. The mental health benefits of these Stoic practices are profound. Focusing on essentials reduces overwhelm, a common source of anxiety. When you prioritize what aligns with your values, say, family over chasing status, you feel more in control, less scattered. Gratitude amplifies this, boosting satisfaction. Studies show grateful people report lower stress and higher life satisfaction. Stoicism's gratitude practice aligns with this, grounding you in the present rather than pining for more. In relationships, staying calm and empathetic minimizes inner turmoil. Instead of replaying arguments in your head, you resolve them with clarity, preserving your peace. Stoicism also reduces internal conflict, that gnawing tension between who you are and who you want to be. By living with intention, choosing actions that reflect virtue, you align your daily life with your deeper values. This congruence fosters a quiet confidence. Imagine lying in bed, not tossing over regrets but feeling content with how you showed up. You work diligently, listen to a friend, and let go of a petty grudge. This isn't perfection but progress, and it builds a sense of wholeness. Even during tough times, like a job loss, Stoicism's focus on what you can control. Your effort. Your attitude keeps despair at bay, replacing it with purpose. Real-world examples bring this to life. Consider a busy parent juggling work and kids. Mornings are chaos, but they start with a Stoic habit. 5 minutes to set priorities, for example. Finishing a report, playing with their child, and note one thing they're grateful for, like their families. Laughter. At work, when a colleague's criticism stings, they pause, recall Marcus's advice, and respond calmly, preserving their energy. At home, they listen to their partner's stress without snapping, building trust. These small acts compound, creating a life of less stress and more meaning. Or take someone navigating social pressure, constant comparison, and social media or at gatherings breeds insecurity. Stoicism's call to focus on your own path cuts through this. They might journal nightly, reflecting on moments they stayed true to themselves, like declining an invite. To rest instead, in conversations they practice empathy, diffusing tension with a kind word. These choices reduce the inner conflict of seeking approval, fostering contentment with who they are. Stoicism's daily application isn't about grand gestures, but consistent, quiet choices. Prioritizing essentials streamlines your life, gratitude uplifts your spirit, and empathy strengthens your connections. Together, these practices build a mental fortress, shielding you from chaos while opening space for joy. The result is a life of greater satisfaction where internal conflicts fade and you move through each day with purpose and ease. Stoicism proves that small, deliberate steps can lead to profound change, helping you live not just well, but deeply in harmony with yourself. Stoicism offers powerful tools for mental resilience, but applying it in today's fast-paced world comes with challenges. Misunderstandings about the philosophy and its practical limits can hinder its effectiveness. By addressing these obstacles and blending Stoicism with other mental health strategies, you can harness its wisdom while navigating modern complexities. One major hurdle is the relentless pace of contemporary life. Social media, 24/7 news, and constant connectivity bombard us with distractions, making it hard to focus on what Stoics like Marcus Aurelius called the essential. Practicing the dichotomy of control, focusing only on your thoughts and actions, feels daunting when algorithms push outrage or comparison. Time constraints add pressure. Carving out moments for Stoic reflection, like journaling, competes with packed schedules. In a culture valuing productivity over introspection, Stoicism's call to pause and reflect can seem impractical, even indulgent. Misconceptions about Stoicism further complicate its application. Many view it as emotional suppression, picturing a cold, unfeeling figure enduring pain without flinching. This stems from misreading endure as ignore. Seneca didn't advocate bottling up emotions, but examining them rationally. Yet this myth persists, leading some to avoid Stoicism, fearing it dismisses valid feelings like grief or anger. Others misinterpret Stoic acceptance as passivity, thinking it means tolerating injustice rather than acting within one's control. These misunderstandings distort Stoicism's value, making it seem rigid or unattainable. Modern societal pressures amplify these issues. The emphasis on external success, wealth, status, clashes with Stoic virtues like humility and self-mastery. When peers chase validation, practicing gratitude or accepting impermanence can feel countercultural. Emotional openness celebrated today might make Stoicism's restraint seem outdated. For someone juggling work, family, and social expectations, consistently applying Stoic principles without slipping into autopilot is a real struggle. Overcoming these challenges starts with adapting Stoicism to fit modern life. Small, consistent steps bridge the gap. Instead of lengthy journaling, quick evening note on your phone, reflecting on one choice you made well keeps the practice alive. To counter distractions, set boundaries, like silencing notifications during a 5-minute Stoic meditation. Clarifying misconceptions is key. Stoicism isn't about numbing emotions, but guiding them. When angry, pause, breathe, and ask, "What's in my control?" This honors the feeling while steering it constructively. Combining Stoicism with other mental health tools enhances its impact. Mindfulness, rooted in present moment awareness, aligns with Stoic focus on the now. A brief mindfulness exercise focusing on your breath complements Stoic reflection, grounding you amid chaos. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, mirrors Stoic reframing. Both challenge distorted thoughts, like catastrophizing a setback. Pairing Stoic journaling with CBT's thought records deepens self-awareness. For emotional expression, practices like talking to a trusted friend or therapist balance Stoicism's introspection, ensuring you process feelings fully. Even physical habits like exercise amplify Stoic resilience by reducing stress, making it easier to stay calm. These integrations make Stoicism more accessible. Picture a stressful workday. You use a Stoic pause to reframe a harsh email, a CBT technique to challenge your initial panic, and a quick walk to clear your head. This blend leverages Stoicism's strengths while addressing its limits. By adapting its practices, clarifying its intent, and pairing it with modern tools, you navigate today's challenges with Stoic wisdom, building a life of clarity and balance without losing touch with your emotions or reality's demands. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy. It's a lifeline for mental clarity in a chaotic world. It's timeless wisdom, focusing on what you can control, embracing the present, and guiding emotions with reason, offers a path to resilience and inner peace. By practicing daily habits like gratitude, staying calm in relationships, and reframing challenges, you reduce anxiety and build a life of purpose. These tools don't erase life's storms, but equip you to navigate them with grace, fostering satisfaction and reducing inner turmoil. Stoicism's strength lies in its simplicity, turning small, deliberate choices into profound mental strength. You don't need to be a philosopher to start. Begin with one practice. Tonight, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Notice how it shifts your focus from lack to abundance. Or, the next time stress hits, pause and ask, "What's in my control?" These tiny steps spark big changes. Stoicism thrives on persistence, not perfection. Like any skill, it grows stronger with practice. Some days, you'll falter, distractions or emotions will creep in. That's okay. Each moment you choose to reflect, reframe, or act with intention is a victory, building a calmer, more centered you over time. The beauty of Stoicism is its adaptability. Whether you're juggling a demanding job, healing from loss, or seeking meaning, its principles fit. They remind you that peace isn't found in perfect circumstances, but in how you respond. This journey isn't about overnight transformation, but steady progress. Every grateful thought, every mindful pause, every empathetic word stacks up, creating a life aligned with your deepest values. So, take that first step today. Pick one Stoic practice, maybe a morning reflection or a quick gratitude note. Try it for a week. See how it feels to live with more intention, to face challenges with a steady heart. You're not just adopting a philosophy. You're crafting a way to thrive, no matter what life brings. Save this video to revisit when you need a reminder. If it resonates, share it with someone who might need it. A timely message can spark real change. And don't forget to subscribe to Daily Stoic Habits and hit the bell for more insights too. Guide your journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.